Hey YouTube, happy Friday. Who has plans for the weekend? I don't, so if you do, have fun for me. Anywho, enough chit chat and let's just get into it. So one thing that I have not touched on so far is my physical health and the role that I feel it plays in my mental health. I wanted to talk about this because I feel like I need to focus on physical well-being as well as mental well-being because I do think the two are very intertwined. And I thought May was a good month to bring this up in honor of Celiac Awareness Month, as I myself have celiac disease. Now, for those who don't know, celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder where ingestion of gluten damages the small intestine, which in turn causes a whole host of other symptoms. And wheat, barley, and rye contain gluten, so if you have celiac, you have to avoid those ingredients and anything that contains them. Unfortunately, wheat, barley, and or rye are found in tons of foods that you wouldn't normally expect to contain them. So grocery shopping is always a bit of a challenge, and eating out is even more of a challenge. Now, I've been dealing with this disease for a few years now, so I'm more or less aware of what I can or can't eat and where I can or can't eat, but I still need to check and recheck labels, especially if it's something new or if I haven't had it before, and confirm with restaurants what their protocol is. Even if it looks like it shouldn't contain gluten, it can be pretty easy to sneak in, and cross-contamination is also a pretty big risk. Not only do I have celiac disease, but I also have rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren's, Raynaud's, and Hashimoto's. Now, I'm not going to discuss all of those conditions, although I will leave links to them in the description if you want to learn more about any of them. I also have some previous injuries which were never treated or healed properly, which also caused some chronic inflammation and pain, and I do also have occasional migraines as well. I'm not sharing this to be like, oh, poor me. The reason I am sharing this is because I don't think you can talk about mental health without also talking about physical health. And I don't just mean eating well and exercising, but the whole of physical health. Because for me, while that absolutely can and does affect my mental health, so do my physical health issues and vice versa. So, for example, if I'm mentally unwell, let's say I'm dealing with a lot of anxiety or having a BPD episode, that can exacerbate certain issues where I feel more chronic pain due to inflammation, I'll experience more joint pain due to RA, and particularly if I do turn to alcohol to cope. I'm no expert, but I'm sure it's not doing me any good for my autoimmune conditions or inflammation. And if I'm being completely honest, there have been times, I'm sad to say, where I've had too much to drink in a dissociative state. And because I haven't eaten, I've ordered food that is just not celiac safe because I'm simply not capable of making that distinction between safe and unsafe. And for any celiacs out there, please do not come at me. I'm in no way justifying or excusing it. Now, on the flip side, anxiety is also a common side effect of undiagnosed or unmanaged celiac. So if I accidentally get gluten because I'm not careful or someone preparing my food isn't careful, that can exacerbate my anxiety. And that's not uncommon. I mean, even someone without any prior mental health issues can experience increased stress, anxiety, or depression if they're physically unwell. So imagine those feelings for someone who does have a diagnosed mental health condition or is already prone to anxiety, depression, or the like when they're dealing with physical ailments. So speaking for myself, if I'm not physically well because I'm having a flare-up of something or my thyroid hormones are off and I'm more tired than usual, my anxiety is going to increase and my mental state gets worse. And like I said, poor mental health equals poor physical health. So it can really be a vicious cycle. So going forward with my channel, I don't feel comfortable focusing and having conversations around mental health without equally focusing on physical health. And that's going to look different for everyone, whether it means just trying to maintain good physical health through diet and exercise, or as in my case and many others, managing chronic health conditions to be as physically and mentally healthy as you can. So if that's something you want to see, make sure you like and subscribe and leave me a comment and say hi. share your story, ask me any questions, or leave suggestions for future videos. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.